Well, hello there. Welcome to Quantum MMA. Before we move on into the video, I thought I'll quickly ask you guys to please like the video, subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. Even if you don't like the video, subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. That's pretty much it. What are we going to do in this video? I thought I'll share my like picks for the top three fighters in each division who could absolutely or who has a better chance of dethroning the champion. That's pretty much it, guys. Nothing more, nothing less. And in middleweight and welterweight, and in lightweight, it's kind of a mess right now. Yeah, let's start with the first division, which is none other than Alexandre Pantoja, the flyweight division. Yeah, whom do I see? Fuck my English. I meant like whom do I find who is worthy enough of dethroning Alexandre Pantoja right now? Just going to Loner Cabana? Fuck no. Bruno Silva? God no. Charles Johnson? Charles Johnson's got a very bright future, and the only way you make this guy win this matchup is please tell him that the fight purse of his night against, what's his name, Alexandre Pantoja, they will only release it if he wins. If not, this guy, they are going to take away whatever this guy wants. Just like make him go pro. I mean, like if he's fighting for his life and if he's fighting for his money and his livelihood, trust me, this guy has the chance and potential to win against Alexandra Pantoja. If not, I feel like in the third or fourth round he might even finish it. There it goes. This is my first pick for the guy who could potentially beat what's his name of the Pantoja. Then let's move on to the next guy, Steve Versek. Not really. Tim Elliott, Fook, no. Kyochi Oruguchi. I feel like Kyochi Oruguchi has got a chance. Just being myself, I know he's a old man over here and he's pretty darn good. I feel like Kyochi Oruguchi, probably with a couple of more wins, if he could accumulate them, I think there is a strong chance of this guy being the champion at flyweight. I don't see him becoming the champion, but I could see an argument. Stylistically, it's a bit iffy against Alexandre Pantoja. That's pretty much it. That's my opinion. I'm a bit iffy on this guy. That's why I'm just sort of going for it. Let's go on. Do I see Asu Almayeb? Fuck no. Manalcap, no, not in this list. I think Manalcap will eventually get his ass submitted by Pantoja. Tatsura Taira, not. No. Amir Albazi, fuck no. Brandon Royval, no. I think Brandon Moreno's got the chance, but right now I think Brandon Moreno is done in the middle. I mean, like in the flyweight division. I think the next move for him is to move to the bantamweight division. That's pretty much it. He's big. He's cutting a lot of weight. I feel like in bantamweight, it's going to be a great matchup. We have a lot of fun matches. I would like to see Peter Yan versus Brandon Moreno just for the fireworks, guys. Come on, let us have orgasms. Let us just have some massive orgasms. Yeah, and Joshua Van maybe not right now. Like Joshua Van is probably the third guy. I don't think so. He beats Pantoja right now, but probably in the future. Let's say like in how do I say in 2 3 years. I don't think so. Pantoja is going to be like around that much time, but I feel like in case if he is there, I feel like Joshua Van might be the big problem for him. I think now he's a very young guy. In 2 3 years, I think he's a future champion. I think he's on his way to becoming one of the almighty guys at flyweight. And trust me, guys, this guy has the potential and chance to become a bantamweight champion as well. He's got heat in his hands, not just he drops people. He really damages each and every single one of them. If he works on his takedown defense, and if he works on his grappling skills a bit more, trust me, in 3 years this guy is a problem, not just in flyweight but in bantamweight as well. Watch out for Joshua. So these are my three official picks for our flyweight division. That's pretty much it. And now let's move on to the next division, which is none other than bantamweight division. A division which is completely overshadowed by Merab Dvalishvili. I don't think so. There is anyone. But if I were to pick just three guys, and I don't think so. Vinicius. I know Vinicius Oliveira. People are saying, but I feel like he is a type of guy who would get stopped by a uh, Corey Sandhagen, or if not, you would get stopped by Sean O'Malley. Again, if not against Umar, that's pretty much it. Tyler Phillips is good, not great. Marcus McGee is a good guy, but I don't think so. They would even they can do anything. Prop font, God no. David Martinez. Okay, so this is the guy. Not really into David and Martinez. I don't think so. He beats Merab right now. Henry Cejudo, God no. Batista, I feel like maybe Batista could make this as an ugly match, but I don't know. I don't know. Not upon him. Eamon Zahabi. I've got to pick three guys. Right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Eamon Zahabi. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go on the reverse way so that it's easy for me to show my pick. Umar Nurmagomedov. I think he is the only guy who's got the potential to beat a Merab, a guy like Merab. But his cardio is so bad. I don't think so. It would help him. Not right away. I think probably in another couple of years, or maybe in a year or two, which is basically a couple of years. What a wanker. I think Umar is going to hit his prime, and it's just he's got the wrestling prowess, which sort of helps him to move from point A to point B. Even the first matchup against Umar, it was a pretty close fight when I'm in terms of Marabes, I'm saying. And I think Umar, if he works more on his cardio, more on his power in the right hand, and if he knows how to carry himself, make sure he doesn't outpace himself in the second, third, and the fourth round, I think he could solidly edge out 3 rounds. I see him getting a decision on Marat. Apart from that, nothing else. And number two, I know this is going to be a long shot. I know this is like really stupid, but still Song Yudong. I think he is the potential guy. I feel like he will either get finished by Marab or he will finish Marab. He's got the heat in his hands, probably in the first round or in the second round. A lot of these guys, they are somehow able to catch Marab, right in the chin. And I feel like a guy like Song Yudong, let's assume he puts too much pressure on his front pedal, like let's say on the forward way, and he just goes there and probably catches him with the left hook. I'm telling you, once he catches him with the left hook, I don't think so. Song Yudong is the type of guy to stop. I think Song Yudong should press. And the moment he starts pressing, that's when I feel like, he could make Merab do a couple of mistakes and again he catches him. I think he is the only guy right now in the top 5 at least, who could actually switch the lights off of Merab. I know people, a lot of them would say like it's Sean O'Malley, but trust me, guys, Sean O'Malley is not there. I don't know what's he up to. Plus, moreover, a tall guy with a tall guy, you can see the punches coming. And trust me, Songedong is not a tall guy. If not, he's almost a similar height or a bit shorter than Merab, which makes Merab, like he sort of ducks in a weird ass way. I think the way, like Merab is pushing in, I feel like Songedong could catch him. It's just my opinion. That is there. And who's the third guy? I don't think so. He means Zahabi is the one to do it. Maria Batista, I don't think so. Is the guy. David Martinez, no. I know. It's the next weekend we are having this guy face Merab, and look at the bullshitty hairstyle they have given for the champion P3. Look how badly they have massacred my boy. I'm a very big Pitrayan fan. Let's be really fucking honest. I'm a very big fan of his. And this guy's got talent. This guy's got heat in his hands. And I feel like I'm going to go for this. The matchup which occurred in the month of March, like a couple of years ago. I think he was genuinely hurt. I think it's been almost, 2 years ago, 2 point some years ago. He was genuinely hurt. His right hand was broken this time. He's genuinely training quite a lot. And I'm telling you, Merab is coming from three, camps. Let's assume 2 months for each camp. That's a lot of tear and wear, mate. And Merab is not a younger guy anymore. He's in his 34 or something, if I'm not wrong. And I don't know. I have a weird feeling this time it might be a bit closer. It's going to be 3-2 for Merab. That's my official pick. But still, if there is someone who could turn the tides, I think it's a guy like Peter Yan. That's just my opinion. And come on, guys. Marab is not the type of guy who's going. He will hold you against the cage, but Pitrayan, I don't know. I feel like he's got power. In the second, third, and fourth round, I feel like Pitrayan has got the strong chance or doing or pulling off something which is highly incredible. And I feel like he's going to start damaging, like Merab's eyes, Merab's nose, Merab's chin. I feel like he's going to do some things to Merab this time because Pitrayan has never lost twice to the same guy. I know people say against Aljo it was a pretty close fight. I had Aljo winning in the second in the rematch, but in the first one, I think Pitrayan was winning. I think his first loss was against a guy like Magomed something, and again in the rematch he really won solidly against him. I mean, like it was such a strong performance from Pitrayan. I think this time he'll be really, really working his ass off, and Pitrayan downloads a lot of stuff. Trust me, guys. He is the one to watch out for, to look out for. Everybody is picking Marab to win, and this is towards the end of the year as well. And I feel like maybe we could have a nice, how do I say, maybe a good surprise for us in the back. That's just me. And yeah, let's move on to the next division, which is none other than Alexander Volkanovski. Let's see the top 15 who can potentially beat him. Giga no, David no, Danige no, Patricio no, John Silva. I don't think so he'll be there. Josh Emmett no, Brian no, Steve Garcia maybe. I think Steve Garcia could be the dark horse of this division. The guy is not young, he's big, and he knows what he is doing. He drops most of the guys that he is fighting with, and he's got a good jab and he pressures forward, which is like an advantage. He's a big guy for featherweight as well. He's not a stupid guy. I feel like he is the one who could potentially, like pull this one off. Just he's got heat in his hands. Guys. Trust me, I feel like Steve Garcia is dark horse of this division. Pull this off. That is him. Yusuf Zalal. Nah, I don't think so. He can put this shit off. That's just me. I don't think so. Yusuf Zalal is a future champion. So is Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen is good, but I don't think so. Like these guys would win. Aljamain Sterling, fuck no. Liron Murphy, yeah. As much as I hate to say he's beyond Edwards of the featherweight division, which I've been saying for quite some time, I don't think so. Like he wins. Yara Rodriguez, fuck no. Diego Lopez. He's a future champion, guys. Whether you guys accept this or not, trust me, he's a future champion. He's improving his game. He's adding a lot of tools on how to finish a matchup because I feel like he doesn't believe in the decision. I must say, guy is going. He wants to do some bad things to his opponents. I know he lost to Volkanovski. Come on, that's the Volk who was there to win. If it was Topuria that night, trust me, I'm saying this every now and then. Volkanovski would have beaten Topuria that night. That's just me, and I feel like he is a future champion. I think in case if they make a rematch, let's assume Diego Lopez versus Yar Rodriguez happens, and if he beats, I mean like finishes Yar Rodriguez in the first two rounds, I feel like he is the one to dethrone Volkanovski. I'm telling you, he can really finish Volkanovski. That's just me. And next, who else is there? Mosarev. I've been a big believer in Mosarev. I feel like he is a future champion. That's just me, guys. I'm not going to say anything. Like, you can't KO him because the threat of the takedown makes you not press on your shots. And he's really, really good in terms of wrestling. Trust me. And he's physically strong as well. The trips and the way he goes. I know Volkanovski can win this one solidly 100%. But if there is a guy, if there is something that we have learned from these guys from the Russian mountains, Ingusheta, that's where Moser is from, if I'm not wrong. And trust me, Moser is the type of guy who will win Volk against a cage, strip him, take him down, hold him down there, probably win a decision. Well, Moser is that type of a guy. He could get up boring as a decision. That's just me. And what else to say? These are the three guys who I feel, like who got the potential of beating Volkanovski in this division. Now, let's move on to the next division, which is none other than the lightweight division. Guys, lightweight division is dead. Ignacio Bahamondes, fuck no. Rufi no. Grand Dawson no. Benil, God no. Chandler no. Renato no. Iziev, God no. PSG no. Gamrot no. Dan Hooker no. Paddy, fuck's sake, guys, seriously. I don't know what to say. I'm going for it. I love Liverpudlians. For quite some time, I knew someone, like she was my good friend. I liked her. We did not have anything serious, not that serious, but still, she's also from Liverpool. She's a Liverpudlian. How proud they are of being a Liverpudlian, and every other statement what she says is that they are more Irish than they are English. They hate to be in, I mean, in the conjoining way with the English people. They really look out for the Irish place. That's all I'm going to say. And I think he's not a future champion, but I think he is the DDP of lightweight division. He is big, he is massive, and he's improving tremendously. And moreover, he knows how to maintain a distance, and he knows how to go in and return. I know we have been seeing all these against guys like nose is itching. I have a bit of cold guys. We have seen Paddy Pimlet go in there and return. Like you guys get the idea, right? But not against like the elite guys. Just saying. I think he could be the type of guy who beats Justin Gagey if the fight goes down to them. Just my opinion. He could be the type of guy who beats Oliveira once it goes to the ground because Oliveira is good, but he has got no chin, and our Paddy's got a decent chin, and I feel like he is the one who might pull it off. Yeah, and then we've Justin Gagey gone to Max Holloway. Max Holloway at featherweight, he did not have heat in his hands. He was a really, like a not in a proper way. It was not a proper weight cut for him to go back and fight in 145 because even before the fight with Justin Gagey was announced, trust me, guys, a year prior to that, Ali Abdulaziz tweeted that the next matchup is going to be like Max versus Justin Gagey, and Max is preparing. So is Justin, and Justin Gagey was, see, I mean, like Max Holloway was sort of, uh, like he was adding that extra 10 pounds. It's a massive thing. I'm telling you, like. When you guys saw him again at 155 pounds, you guys saw the heat in his hands. He was sort of dropping Dustin Poirier. I think now he's a full, proper, fixed lightweight. I think, I'm not saying like he would win. I'm just saying he could make it scrappy, and probably in the third, fourth, and fifth round is when Max Holloway could start his. I don't think so. He gets KO'd or chinned in probably the lightweight division against Topuria. I feel like he is the type of guy who probably make it a like a proper scrap. I think in the third, fourth, fifth, with the heat in his hands, if he hurts or if he lands the similar number of punches, like which he landed in featherweight division, like in the title match at 145 pounds, if he's able to land a similar number of shots at 155, trust me, guys, Ilia Topuria is not going to want to like stand and trade with him or try to catch him. I know Max Holloway makes a lot of mistakes, but one thing you guys have to understand is Max Holloway always rectifies his mistake. He doesn't make the same mistake twice. Wait and watch the rematch. Max Holloway will actually do much better, and he might even make it as a decision. I'm not saying he will 100% win, but he's got a very solid, strong chance. Guys. That's pretty much it. And the next third one, this is a no-brainer. Arman Sarukian. I think he is the guy to beat Tupuria. Even recently, I saw Topuria stating that either he wants to face Paddy, if not, he is going to 170 pounds. I don't think so. UFC will do that because I think Topuria knows there is no chance in hell he's beating a guy like Arman. Like, what are you going to do? Like, hold him. Arman is there. He'll probably strike with you, take you down, and he won't make you put the similar kind of pressure on your own feet. Like, Ilia Topuria fights from his knees, hips, feet, knees, hips, and he sort of swings. And when you extend, or even in the second round against, what's his name? The guy, Bryce Mitchell, he was sort of overextending, and Arman Sarukian is the type of guy who will make you pay when you overextend. He might trip you, he might take you down, and once you go down, trust me, with the grounded pound, whatever like recently Arman Sarukian has been pulling off, trust me, guys, I think it's a nightmare matchup. I feel like he is going to beat Topuria. Still, I'm picking Topuria, but with the way Topuria is acting and with the way how things are going, I have an honest feeling that maybe Arman could win this. Just saying. That's pretty much it. Now let's move on to the next division, which is none other than welterweight. Guys, this division is really, really cool and amazing. Even before these guys called it for quite some time, I've been calling that this is going to be a really stacked division. Who are the guys to beat Islam Makhachev? Three guys, and three guys only. And I'm gonna go with Michael Morales. I think he's too big, and he says that he's got the judo background and he's got really massive heat in his hands. Trust me, guys. Let's say Islam Makhachev fails a takedown and or he's unable to hold him down for a round, and if Islam Makhachev tries to walk him down or try to come closer with those big, massive arms, and this guy's got same reach as Alex Pereira. Seriously, something is wrong. Like I feel like this guy could actually shut the lights down or shut the lights out for Islam Makhachev. That's just my opinion, guys. I really, really love to see this matchup, and he's young. Let's say in a year or two, I don't think so. For 2 years, Islam will be there. I think let's say like next year, during the later half, Michael Morales sort of faces Islam Makhachev. Trust me, there is a massive, not a massive possibility. I feel like Michael Morales kind of even finish Islam Makhachev in the first one. Just me, just my opinion. I feel like it could happen. And the second guy is Shavkat Rakhmonov. I know people are saying a lot of things, but Shavkat Rakhmonov is still the boogeyman of this division. He can hold the guys against the cage, and I don't think so. Like Islam Makhachev would be, I don't think so. Islam Makhachev could easily take down Shavkat like how he did with JDM. Not in the open area, not against the octagon. I think Shavkat is really big and he's got like a really strong chin. I feel like he might do some nasty things to Islam Makhachev, probably finishing in like the second or third. It's just me, probably via finish. Too much accumulated shots. Islam Makhachev body starts to back down. That's just me. And the next best chance, guys, nah, not Jack Delaman and India, but not anymore. Yan Gary. Trust me, as much as I hate to say this, if there is a rematch that takes place with Ian Gary and Carlos, I feel like Carlos would KO him. Since that hasn't happened, I feel like Ian Gary is the type of guy. He's going to speak a lot of shit and he's going to touch on me. He doesn't care about giving an entertaining fight, like how Conor McGregor wanted to, or how DDP wanted to, or how Ilia Topuria or Alex Pereira wanted to. All he cares about is winning. He's got very good IQ and he's really good at grappling as well. Little bit, He the final round against Shavkat, he got a proper submission as well. I think he could just continue with the kicks to the body, kicks to the oblique kicks. I know Islam is going to catch them, but probably like a couple of jabs, right hands, elbows, and I think he can sort of move and run his ass. And I think if Islam holds up against the cage, Ian Gary is the type of guy who can probably trip him, or like you guys get the idea, right? I think he can move. His footwork is too good. I feel like he's the type of guy to beat Islam Makhachev at welterweight. Just me and my opinion. I know. I feel like Ian Gary could win this one. Now let's move on to the next division, which is none other than the middleweight division. This division is as good as dead. Do I see? No, no. Rodriguez, fuck no. Vettori, not in this life. Costa, no. Roman, no. Page, no. Jared, no. Robert Whittaker, no. Oh man, actually, there are a lot of guys. I'm gonna go with RDR, guys. Rainer D. Ritter. Guy is really massive, 6'4". He's got some really good grappling skills. The first two rounds, let's assume a guy like RDR. I know he gave up against Brendan Allen, but let's just hear this. That was his fourth or fifth fight in Ilia. This guy is a heavyweight. He is not a light heavyweight. He's a proper heavyweight. The two losses he had in his career were all, both of them were against the same guy. Anatoly Chicken, some guy. He's a heavyweight guy, proper heavyweight guy. And he's a former light heavyweight who's making 185 pounds. I don't know how this guy even makes 185 pounds. I think he's a future 205 champion. But here, I feel like him with a couple of other wins. I think he is the guy. Let's assume the first round, even RDR he is fully strong in the first round, and Khamzat takes him down. RDR with his grappling skills, he sort of makes Khamzat move here and there. And in the second round, they both are tired. Third round, they both are really, really tired. And RDR with his knees and the way he wants to push the pace. Guys, I'm just telling you, just fucking imagine Hamzat in the third or the fourth round against a guy like RDR. It's difficult, it's very difficult. And probably in the fourth and fifth, I think that is when RDR sort of beats him. It's just me. I feel like it could happen. RDR is not a young guy. He needs a bit of a recovery time up. And once that is done and it's up, trust me, guys, RDR is the guy to get this one. Let's move on to the next guy. No, 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 no. There are three guys over here whom I can pick. So since this is Hamzat, I'm going to pick a couple of guys. Fluffy. I think he's also got like great grappling skills, and he's kind of like the Merab of middleweight division, the Mexican cardio, the Mexican ching. I think he's the type of guy who will probably push the pace in the first, second, third round. I know Hamzat will take him down, but somehow I feel like Anthony will sort of get up and try to push the pace. He's got a very strong chance of beating him. I feel like it might not happen, but Anthony Fluffy Hernandez has got a strong chance, guys. Really strong chance. Wait and watch what my boy Fluffy can do. Next guy who's none other than I feel like Sean Strickland can pull this one. I feel like Sean Strickland is the type of guy who can actually win this matchup. Trust me, guys. Strickland has trained with Khamzat. Sean Strickland has got like a really, really amazing takedown defense, by the way. Takedown accuracy, takedown defense, 76%. And I know he gets taken down, but the bottom position, for how long he gets pulled down, let's assume. Win TKO significant position. Yeah, I don't think so. Like he's the type of guy to be held down for long periods of time. Probably in the first round and in the second round, I think that's when he'll start putting the pressure. Guy's got really good chin, and he'll just start walking forward. He doesn't give a fuck about like what is your step. He just walks forward. You try to take him down under hooks with his like what do you call it as the shelly roll, right? So he does that and he just walks and his hands are always there for the underhook. And one thing, guys, Hamzat always does body lock takedowns and he goes for a double legs or mostly trips, something like that. I don't think so. Like Sean Strickland is the type of guy who will let Khamzat work his way through. That's pretty much it. I think he has the underhooks. Even if he is in the back, he'll sort of go to the octagon, slowly turn, slowly move, hold him, turn the position, and again he'll disengage and start with, how do I say, start with his position. I think he'll slowly start to, like, have the jab working his way. I feel like Sean Strickland, stylistically, he could beat Khamzat Chimaev. That's me. And the next guy to do it, Nasaruddin Imam. I feel like his wrestling is really good and takedown defense is 81%. And he's the guy who fought against Sean Strickland. He arguably beat Sean Strickland. It was at like 205 pounds, short notice matchup. And it's a close one. I'm not saying no to it. And plus, Nasaruddin Imam is the type of guy just poke in your eyes. Let's just be honest. That's how these guys are built. He'll just poke in your eyes, and he doesn't give a fuck about like what you are feeling or anything. I feel like he constantly does this, meaning like poking in the eyes, a little bit of like the naughty work which he does. This Wanker does. So I think he is another potential guy to beat Hamzat. Right now, why I picked four guys in this division is because I feel like RDR is the guy to do this. And Anthony, I mean, like Fluffy versus Sean Strickland could take place as the next matchup. I feel like if they both are going at it, whoever the winner is, I feel Sean Strickland could win this one. If Fluffy wins, I think he's got a really strong chance against Hamzat. That's why I picked four guys because Nasruddin is fighting Hamzat and Sean Strickland versus Anthony, or if not, like Anthony versus RDR, the original matchup, it could get remade. And that's why I picked four guys here because these four guys are going to become three guys soon. Guys, wait and watch. That's pretty much it. Now let's move on to the next division, which is none other than the light heavyweight division with Alex Pereira. There is three guys I've got to pick. Alonso, no. Zhang Mingyang, Nikita Krivlov, no. Johnny Walker, no. Wagda, no, no, no. Azamat Murzakana. One thing about Alex Pereira was when he faced what's his name, Khalil Roundtree, he took him to the fourth round. I feel like it's because Khalil Roundtree is a short guy. I think these tall guys, tall, lanky, like rangy guys have some problem with these short, stocky guys. And Azamat is someone who's got heat in his hands, and I feel he could be the dark horse and probably catch Alex Pereira. The sharp 1-2, and he could put lights out for Alex Pereira because he's getting stunned and he's getting there in age. Trust me, guys, we could see this undefeated prospect guy go in there, probably KO Alex Pereira in the first round or second. You could see it happening. Azamat is there, and who else is next? Oh man, nobody else is beaten. Jan Blachowicz is there, but I don't think so. They will let the match happen. Jamal will fuck no Khalil Rountree. I think I'm gonna go with Magomed. Yeah. Magomed is a guy. He can work his way up, probably get a couple of wins, and call Alex. And by the time he accumulates those two wins, Alex will be like really old. He's already old. He'll get much more older, and he might be even a bit slow. That is when I feel like Anklev could go and beat him. But I have a weird feeling the trilogy is not going to happen. It's just saying that trilogy is not going to happen, but if it happens, I feel like Magomed has got a chance. Though I'm really happy to see this ugly, hideous guy lose his chance. I'm just saying, so happy. But predictions wise, it is what it is. And what do I say? He can absolutely win the trilogy. It's just me. And now Eerie. When Eerie comes, I salute the guy, my guy. I know he's lost twice, but if out there are any guys who are a fan of this fighting sports, who is a fan of this combat sports, guys salute for Eerie. Other guys might be the goat, but Eerie Projaska is the guy. I'm telling you, he's the guy. Third time is his charm. Eerie will go for the kill and he finishes Alex Pereira. Trust me, guys, Eerie is getting really, really amazingly well. He's got a master's degree right now. He's got brains. You guys have to understand. It is what it is. You guys have to fucking understand that Eerie is there. He is the type of guy to pull this one off. I feel like the best way for Eerie to win is not focus for a finish in the first two rounds, but go for like the third, fourth, and fifth round. I think the first two rounds he's going to probably take it slow. Third round, put a little bit pressure. Fourth round, I think that's when he'll finish Alex Pereira. I'm picking Eerie as the third potential guy who's got the chances of beating Alex Pereira. Let's be honest, guy. Let's be fucking honest. It's a proud and honor to pick Eerie brothers. Now let's move on to the next division, which is none other than Thomas, Aspinall. The three guys who I'm made this is like a really, I don't know how to even say. Ante Delijano, I have no clue. I'm gonna pick like Waldo Carter, Salsa Boy. Maybe he catches Thomas. I don't think so. That would happen. But since he's on like such a good momentum right now, I feel like he's got the chance. Yeah, I think he's accumulated two wins, so I feel like he could win this one. That's pretty much it. And Jalton and Miller, not no. Cyril Gan is there. My boy Cyril Gan, who's another. Ooh, the eye poke bastards from France. I think he's there. He's really good. He's really cool. I mean, like there is a strong chance he could win the rematch. Look at his titties. I mean, like his boobs. There is something piercing on, and that is not his nipples. It's actually the needle injection mark which this guy must have got somewhere. I don't know. Cyril Gane has got a chin, guys, that we've got to accept and understand because Francis Ngannou hit him, nothing worked out, and Tom did hit him, nothing worked out. And if you take away the takedown threat from Tom, and if you guys, if Tom can't chin Cyril Gane, I think Tom is in for a rude awakening. I feel like he is the only guy who could beat what's her name, Tom Aspinall right now. That's pretty much it. And I'm not Alexander Volkov could win, but I just don't know how much of his work. You know, I feel like Alex Pereira could win. Imagine 240 plus pounds on fight night, and if he doesn't cut weight, probably 250 plus pounds. Let's say he adds another 10 pounds of muscle. Couple of leg kicks. He's moving solid stiff jabs. He has thwarted the takedowns of Magomed Ankalaev. Just saying, if he feels like, what do I say, our Alex Pereira, if he is able to somehow stop the takedowns in the first round, going towards the second round, the third round onwards, I think Alex Pereira does bad things. Probably in the third round or second round, I feel like Alex Pereira could win. That's just me. These are the guys that I feel like would beat Thomas Paul right now. And we have to go for this women's matchup, right? Women's matchup, I'll just keep it simple. Probably a couple of girls or just one if I feel like it. Alexia no, Angela no, Denise no, Fatima no, Amanda no, Gillian Robertson no, Jessica fuck no, Tabitha Ritchie no. Looking, oh my fucking god, like what a. I think Zhong Weili is going to return to strawweight and she'll probably beat Mackenzie. That's pretty much it. Valentina Shevchenko. I don't know, guys. I feel like Erin Blanchfield can win this one. That's just me. And what else? I don't think so. There is anybody who beats Valentina Shevchenko. Kayla Harrison. Look at her. Look at her. Hey, look at that chick. She looks pretty, eh? She looks pretty. How dry you guys must have been when I made that comment. You guys did not even comment on the comment section. Nobody, guys. Nobody. She's beaten Juliana Pena, Caitlin Vera, Holly Holm. I don't think so. I don't think so. There is anybody. Raquel Pennington. Nobody. I don't think so that she beats. There is anyone who can beat her. That's pretty much it. And we have come to the end of the video. Man, I don't want to meet up people. Just look at the what do you call it as pound for pound ranking. Islam Makhachev as a win over Alexander Volkanovski twice. It's just counted as one, which is one pound for pound win. Then Arman Sarukian 2. Then Charles Oliveira gets 3. Then Jack Della Maddalena 4 pound for pound wins. And then Ilia Topuria has got one over Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway, and Charles Oliveira 3. That's why he's number one. Islam Makhachev, I feel like at 170 will beat his ass. That's pretty much it. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a lot, guys. Please do that. Let's be honest. It's my channel out.